because it was a long episode today, we're going to split this up into 2. So here is part 1. Let's go! Let's go! I edited my F word out for you, so you don't have to do that later.
Can you pay for my ear?
Self-edit now.
My ears are blown from that.
Oh my goodness gracious. Cardiac bears strike again. Holy moly. Yeah.
I hate.
First of all, it was a great weekend for playoff football. A lot of good games went down, but
The word great could be debatable.
nothing was better than the Bears-Packers game. Nothing.
I need to interject real quick because I'm going to add a new character. We just need to add this. And this is going to pretty much sum up how I feel right now. This is my life and Matt LaFleur hat. And this
Did you make that?
No, of course not. I mean, I wish I could. I bought the little stickers. They're like little sticker embroiderment things, and you just stick them on.
Nice,
You can pull them on if you want.
Okay.
And I bought a black hat. I wasn't going to spend money on Matt LaFleur. I'm mad enough.
Oh, man.
I mean, they're not going to fire him. We'll talk about that later. But
Yeah.
every Packers fan is pissed off at this dude.
I mean, you know, I think once we get into like the game, I'll tell you my perspective, of course. Not that you want to hear it, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, okay. First of all, it was a great game, one of the greatest comebacks in playoff history, and I have a fun fact later about that. But
You mean the thing that keeps on happening against the Packers, like every single time they're in the playoffs? Like every time they're in the playoffs?
Not like this, though. Not like this.
Did you not see the Seahawks game
Were
where we lost to the
were the Seahawks down by more than 15 points in the fourth quarter?
Yeah. No, they really were.
So this is the 4th win in
I think
NFL postseason
they were
history.
down.
The other game is one of the 4 wins or
I
one
think,
of the
yeah.
3 other ones,
Yeah.
bro.
That's what I'm telling you. We're used to this.
That's
At the very least, I
wild.
think it was 14, but we were up at some point by like 18 points or 17 points against the Seahawks.
Dude,
And then they got the onside kick. They scored. The kicker threw a touchdown in that game. So we're used to this. This is where we live. We don't thrive. We just live in this pain.
and yet Packers fans are so entitled. Wild, crazy. Anyway, somebody check on Clay Matthews, because do the Bears still suck?
Why are we catching strays for him? For Clay Matthews?
I'm just saying, you host one of the biggest events ever to occur in Wisconsin, because nothing really happens there, and that's how he wanted to start off that event. And so,
we
it
have
is what it is.
we have the mecca of the NFL. So
Karma's a bitch. All right. First of all, before we get into the game itself, because obviously there's a lot to talk about, lot to unpack. But I have a couple shout outs that I gotta do here. So I first want to shout out my family, because obviously, born and raised in Los Angeles, but my dad is born and raised in Chicago, and this is something that I was born into. I didn't know LA teams existed as a kid. I'm being all honest in that. And I'm just super happy for my entire family. I wish my grandparents were here to celebrate with us, because, first playoff win in 15 years. It's been rough, to say the least. And, all of us watching around the TV and just embracing each other after that final play. And I know what you Packers fans are going to say. Like, they treat this as their Super Bowl every year, blah, 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 blah. When I talk about Packers fans, I talk about them generally.
I think
okay? This isn't a shade against you. I'm just
okay,
saying,
but
this
it's
is what
still
Packers fans
shade
do.
against me. As I'm still in a collective with them.
Well,
And I think we're being harder on ourselves than we're gonna ever be, than you guys could ever be on us. We're not talking about this being your Super Bowl. We're too mad at our own organization for us to say that this
You're
is.
definitely talking about this Super Bowl. You definitely are.
It could be a joke.
It's the amount of tweets I've seen that is basically like Bears don't know how to like what is it was something along the lines of act like you've won a playoff game before. This is your Super Bowl. Enjoy it. You're gonna be out next.
But to be fair, you know that if the Packers would have won, the Bears would have been saying the same things to us.
I mean, yeah, but the funny thing, we're going to get into all this. We're going to get into all this. Let me finish my shout outs first before I continue on. So, yes, congratulations to my family who have stuck there through thick and thin. I love you guys all, and I'm super happy for all of us, including myself.
You have to add yourself on that.
Yeah, I'm part of the family. I do also want to give a big shout out to the city of Chicago because it really does feel like, you know, the turning of a page in a new era. And so I'm very happy for the city of Chicago and Bears fans everywhere because I really know we are worldwide. So congratulations. You deserve it as well. And, you know, I truly believe this is just the beginning. And then last but definitely not least, a shout out to all my friends who reached out to me, including you, JC.
I was going to be like, I texted you too.
Who reached out after the game because, you know, even those who don't watch football and just happen to be, you know, coming across the game, it meant a lot to me because that, you know how much this team means to me and just the heartache and devastation that we Bears fans have went through the past, 20 years. So shout out to all of you guys. So thank you so much. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the game because
that could be that's the episode right there. Have a good. My team's ready for Cancun. Have a good week.
Yeah, so I mean, you've talked about having control of the game several times in the podcast, and I agree. Yeah, I'm gonna give to you. The first half was all Green Bay, and it was one of those things where I'm like, all over again.
Yeah.
Here we go. The Bears don't show up against Green Bay. I don't understand it. But when it was 21-3 going into half after the missed kick, I was like,
that's when I knew that this could be one of those games again.
They've been doing it all season. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. And of course you're like pissed off by halftime, right? Like I was pissed off, and then I'm just like, don't give up hope. Don't give up hope because we've seen it. We've seen it all season long. Yeah. And
even Micah Parsons tweeted something in the lines of like, you need to you got to put your foot on the gas or something like that because this is a team that plays 4 quarters.
Yeah. So, I mean, even a lot of Green Bay fans were saying that as well. Like, keep your foot on the gas pedal. Like,
it's funny that we know that more than our coach.
I mean, we'll talk about that. But I do have to say a couple of boneheaded plays, to say the least, for Ben Johnson to go on a 4th and 5 on your own 31, 32-yard line, down 14-3, seems a little bit excessive to me.
I'm mad that we lost the way we did because it kind of vindicated, or it kind of got him out of that trouble that he got in with those dumb play calls. Because I think that we would be, if you guys lose, we would be talking about, oh, Ben Johnson shouldn't have done this, and that. And granted, I do think he needs all the praise in that second half, but I think he did a lot of questionable things in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, it's super risky, to say the least. And
Dan Campbell Jr. right now.
Yeah, 100%. And I look at it 2 ways, right? Because our defense could not slow down Green Bay's offense in the first half. So I get it from the perspective of like you're losing your confidence in your defense, but this is way too early. It's 14-3 at that point. And make them earn it a little bit more. And the fact that we didn't punt it and we gave them the ball at 30-yard line and they immediately go down and score a touchdown to make it 21-3, it's like digging the hole deeper for us.
When Caleb Williams said that his punter wouldn't have to punt because he's going to be so good or something like that, I didn't expect it to be this. I didn't expect it because Ben Johnson's like, we have a punter? Nah.
Yeah. And then he went for it again. What was it? 4th and 4th and 4
At what yard?
on. Okay, well, this time it was the Green Bay 37-yard line. So
Okay.
not as terrible. That's kind of no man's land, so I get that.
But the first one, again, I thought that Dan Campbell was still out there. I thought he was the coach for the Bears for a second.
Yeah, and so, I mean, he went for it. There's 30 seconds left in the half at that point. Didn't convert, and then it led to a 55-yard attempt for Green Bay, and McManus misses it.
You were telling me about a meme or something like that you saw with.
Oh, yeah. So there's a meme out there that basically said Ben Johnson has an angel and a devil on his shoulders, and they're both Dan Campbell.
You're not just gonna let him die like that, are you?
My shoulder angel.
Don't listen to that guy. He's trying to lead you down the path of righteousness. I'm gonna lead you down the path that rocks.
I'll come off it.
You come off it.
You.
You Infinity.
Ah.
He's definitely biting on him.
Yeah.
Biting on his kneecap.
Yeah. So, and I mean, it's true, though, because he literally is like, go for it. Go for it. It's like,
This is kind of a side tangent, but it got me to realize a few things. So the Rams lost to the Falcons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Rams lost to the Panthers,
Mm-hmm.
which none of us should have ever expected, right?
Yeah.
And then they finally won, whatever. But someone said this. The reason that they lost to them is because both of the coaches were coordinators for the Rams, and they know how to play Matthew Stafford.
Mm.
And they had to go against Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay to be able to do their job, right? And it got me thinking with the Lions and the Bears. The reason they beat you guys twice is because no one is gonna know Ben Johnson more than Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
It's just that this one of those realizations that I wanted to bring up once I saw it.
I mean, it's kind of twofold, though, right? Because nobody should know Dan Campbell better than.
Sure,
But
no,
I
that's
mean,
true.
But then
the
again,
offense
like,
was,
yeah, for sure. Anyway, so it's obviously halftime, down 21-3. Everybody in the household's pissed off. It's like same old. But again, we kind of have that little sliver of hope. I personally love, all the Packers fans, though, coming out, keep saying, we own you, laughing my ass off. Oh, here's another one that I had to write down for you. This is one of my favorite tweets at halftime. The Packers are going to have quite the task cleaning the shit out of their cleats after walking all over this dog team. Sucker! I personally love that one. All right, let's get into the third quarter.
I got nothing. I mean, before we do, I do want to say that a lot of people have been talking really bad about Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've been a defender of Jordan Love, and I'm still going to defend the kid. I think that every time someone says that he throws too many picks, he's fixed that. The kid, he has one of the lowest interception rates in the whole season. Anytime they say he can't build offense or he can't build on his offense or do anything, throw downfield or anything, right? Or he's too wild. No, he's fixed all of that. And that first half showed what potential Jordan Love has, at least the way I envision it. And then the second half is why we're all mad at Matt LaFleur, because you see what he could do and you only offer him the ability to throw on dire situations like 3rd and longs or 4th downs. Like, you should let this guy actually throw downfield, because Josh Jacobs isn't it anymore. And I don't know why we keep... Anyways, I just wanted to put that out there.
I kind of have to disagree with that, because I really was going through the breakdown, and there were plenty of plays where it was called to pass on 1st down. It was called to pass on 2nd down. And, I mean...
And... We'll get to that last drive, but he threw perfect throws, and both wide receivers said that they f***ed up and dropped it.
Let's go through the second half, and then we can,
okay.
and then we can really break it down here, because I had a feeling that you were going to go that route.
Sure.
And so I really wanted to assess the entire thing. And
one quarterback has 2 interceptions. One quarterback has 4 touchdowns. Then that tells you that one quarterback was able to do stuff when he was allowed to throw.
No, man. See, and this is the other thing that a lot of Packers fans are doing. They're doing the stats. They're doing the stats. Okay. So yes, I can give you that Jordan Love threw 4 touchdowns, okay? But this is what I've been saying about quarterbacks for a long time, is some quarterbacks have that X factor. And
Jackie.
I mean, the proof is in the pudding is okay, there you go.
Go on to the third quarter.
Third quarter, right? Packers get the ball to start the second half.
Sure.
Okay. Defense forces a 3 and out. Should we pull up the play calls in the first 3 and out here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you had this already.
I wasn't prepared for this.
I thought that's. I thought you said. I knew you were gonna go this route.
I mean, okay. So first down, Jordan Love incompletion.
Yeah.
Second down, -2 yard run. Third down, Jordan Love incompletion.
I mean,
okay. So it's not like he
but
wasn't
time
allowed
out,
to throw on first down.
This is one drive out of the whole half.
Yeah, I'm going. Okay. So then,
and then you're not taking this. This is disingenuous because you're not taking into consideration that we were the play calls themselves were very conservative. Even if it's a pass, it's not like he was attacking the secondary. He was attacking your middle. He was attacking 4 or 5 yards downfield, not 30, 20 yards downfield, where he pretty much burned you guys that first half.
So you just expect them to every passing
no, but
play call to be a 40-yard
no. But the point I'm trying to get at is I'm not expecting that 30 yards, but I'm expecting you to attack your weaknesses. And the Bears' weaknesses are your secondary, and we didn't. We were content with trying to burn the clock without a good run team and throwing the ball 3 yards downfield, 4 yards, and.
But what is wrong with 4 yards a pass? If you do that 3 times, you get a first down every single time.
I understand that, but we don't have the makeup for that. That's not our makeup of our team. Unfortunately, we just don't have that type of wide receiving core.
Then it sounds like a personnel problem, not
and
a
I'm not disagreeing.
problem.
We've talked about that. I'm not disagreeing with that. But to say that, it's Jordan Love incomplete. First of all, he wasn't.
This is only one drive. You want me to keep going?
Go on.
Because this is literally just the first drive of the second half. Okay.
Yes, but talking about the drives without watching the film and actually going down what's happening down like in the actual video or in the actual gameplay.
My point with this right now though is you said that Matt LaFleur was only calling play calls where it's 3rd and long. He's not calling play calls when it's first down, second down.
Okay, so you want to pick and choose. Why don't you go to the last drive where it was working, the pass was working again, and he still calls runs, even though we have 1 minute and 40 seconds left? Or
you mean the last drive where Matt LaFleur takes a timeout and then Jordan Love goes up to the line to audible and doesn't pay attention to the clock and gets a delay of game?
No, the one where there's 40 seconds left and he calls the last time out when we should have been snapping it, or the one where we do 2 zone runs instead of passing the ball when we only have 1.5 minutes. Like, who the runs when we're on a 2-minute clock?
Okay, all right. I'm gonna keep going because. Let's just keep going here.
Okay, why aren't you that critical about Caleb Williams' play ever? Because Caleb Williams, he comes back in the 4th quarter, but he has a lot of holes too. Like
so again, I'm talking about the X factor. All right, this is what I'm saying is that there are some quarterbacks that are super clutch and show up when it's time.
Okay,
I haven't seen that with Jordan Love. I haven't.
Here's the thing. It's easier to have that clutch gene you're telling me about when you have a top 5 wide receiving core. Let's be honest. The Bears do have a top 5 wide receiving core, and the Packers don't. And yes, that's a personnel problem that we talked about it in the preseason.
Oddly enough, our leading receiver was our rookie tight end who was drafted 10 overall, which ESPN Wisconsin, by the way, laughed on air when we drafted Colston Loveland and said, they took a tight end at number 10.
That's fine.
And over Tyler Ward, hilarious. And then that's the guy that burns him in the playoffs.
You mean, first of all, I'm not using ESPN as a marker for anything because they're dumb with a lot of things. But when it comes to Loveland, I'm one of the first persons that defended you. Like when you got him, I'm like, you know what? I did like his film in college. He's just not as proven as Warren right now, but I think it's a good pick. We had this conversation, so I don't know why you're throwing ESPN at me.
I'm just trying. Okay, I'm just again. I'm responding to
And then
one of your
Doomsday
points.
was one of my X factors. I said that he will probably be your number one. You still have DJ Moore. You've defended Tucker Kraft that he's better than most people think he is. You still have a solidified core that the Packers just don't have. We have probably one really good wide receiver.
So again, it sounds like a personnel problem. So not everything is on Matt LaFleur.
But at the same time, why are you trying to defend Matt LaFleur?
I'm just trying to. The thing is that
There
there are always excuses, and this is what.
Can you
what's
look at the stat? What's Josh Jacobs' stat line? How many runs did he have? 19, and he had 60 yards, maybe.
I don't know. I was still trying to go through the plays. Basically, there's this assumption that Matt LaFleur called conservative, where it's like run, pass, run, pass, and
It's never been about how many runs. It's the situation and when the moments he's calling the runs.
But that's what I'm saying is the first drive out of the second half was 2 pass calls and a run. It was a pass call first, then a run, then a pass call. That's not conservative. It may not be a 40-yard shot down deep, but he's still calling pass plays.
But
so
the difference of pass plays are, look at the play calling in the first half when they're more unique. They're meant to get their wide receivers open. And in the second half, it's, okay, I just want to kill clock, get 4 yards if you can. Your defense, while I don't think they're very good, I still think they're very suspect. They were so aggressive that that's not the way you're gonna go. And the way you go against that is a good run team. But we are not a good run team anymore. Josh Jacobs doesn't have it in him anymore.
Wow, I think that's a wild statement, by the way.
How many yards did he have against a very suspect run defense?
Stand by. I'm getting that for you. He had 19 rushes for 55 yards.
Okay, why do we keep on running if that's not working?
I mean, the Bears have 21 rushes, and we only rushed for, it was 90 yards. But
again, situational. The situation doesn't call for you guys to run. You guys are behind. And I get situation would say we would run, but we are not a good run team anymore. We are living in this. Josh Jacobs, the first year that he played, was fantastic. He hasn't been that all year. He's been injured. And Matt LaFleur said it. He's looked better than he's had this whole time. And he even said, I'm 100% healthy. But he still looked like shit. So if I'm a coach, I'm like, okay, this isn't working. I can't use Josh Jacobs. I need to figure something else out. Matt LaFleur doesn't adapt. Do I think he's one of the best play architects? Because I don't think he's a good play caller. I think he's one of the best play architects. He could design a great play, but situationally, dumb.
Honestly, my whole point of this is that all of Green Bay right now is blaming Matt LaFleur and Brandon McManus. And
no, Rich Bisaccia too.
And it's honestly, the whole team blew it, in my opinion, including Jordan Love. And I know you're gonna stand here and you're going to sit by him.
I think
he had a crucial intentional grounding that caused a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah,
that
two.
also forced it. That forced like a 3 and out.
But that also, I'll give you that. Again, while I say your defensive coordinator has played or he's called dumbass plays, he did a decent job in the second half. And he did nothing but pressure, nothing but blitzes. And we just don't have the personnel anymore to be able to stop that. Yes, normally Jordan Love is one of...
He didn't do nothing but pressures and nothing but blitzes, by the way, but okay.
Yes, he did.
No.
He did. He had a lot more pressure in the second half. He called more disguised blitzes in the second half. He didn't call any in the first. Or that I could remember him calling in the first. But in the second half, he had the safety come off from the sides a bunch of times, and it would work. He occasionally would have disguised blitzes, and it worked a lot more in the second half.
And that's when you expect Jordan Love to have 40-yard passes?
No, but I also don't expect if you're having this issue, use the play action. We ran 19 times at
But
least.
you just said that the run is not effective.
Yes, but if we're gonna run 19 times for 54 yards, you at least call the play action to make it look like okay, they think they're gonna run, they're gonna bite on that. But he didn't call play action in the second half. It worked in the first half. Granted, I am with you. I'm 100% with you that I don't think it's 100% on Jordan Love. On Matt LaFleur. I don't think it's 100% on McManus. I think that Jordan Love has some culpability too. But when it mattered, he got us in a position where we could score. But we had 3 massive drops. Matt LaFleur at the end. Who calls a timeout? Who calls as a coach? Who calls a timeout? Your last timeout, right? That's your last timeout when you have 45 seconds left. They were at the ball. It wasn't a deep enough ball where you're like, oh, we're gonna burn through 20 seconds. You would have burned maybe another 4 seconds. He called that timeout, and even Jordan Love and everyone in the line like, what the just why? And then the next play, good completion, and then our center goes down, and that gets that 10-second burn off. If we had our timeout, that's when you use it. We could have easily just taken a knee or gone for the next play. Matt LaFleur doesn't think 2 steps ahead. Because another coach, if this is Ben Johnson, I'm telling you, he would already had Caleb. We're gonna run to the line, and you have the next play already memorized. Go with that. Matt LaFleur doesn't do that.
I mean, the reality is you had plenty of opportunities beforehand to put the Bears away.
Yes.
You had 3 and outs in the third quarter. You had another 5-play drive that didn't go anywhere. And you can feel the Bears slowly creeping in. Of course. They're chipping away, they're chipping away, they're chipping away. And so, this is what I was talking about with, again, the X factor. And believe it or not, yes, there was that bad drop on, I can't remember if it was Dobbs or Jaden Reed. That was a bad drop. But other than that,
the Watson one would have been a walk-off touchdown to win the game.
He got hit hard there, though.
But he got hit. He didn't even touch the ball. He had a chance to get the ball. He just didn't. And I think he also made a business decision not to get hit even harder.
But again, okay, so this is what I'm saying is that it was a team loss.
And I agree with that 100%. I'm just defending that Jordan Love did the best he could with what he was given. And here's the thing. When you have a 20 or 18-point collapse, most of the time it's not on your quarterback. That's on your coach.
Okay, I agree. But you can't change my mind on that. Caleb has the X factor, and I don't see that in Jordan Love yet. Jordan Love can be one of those great, system quarterbacks that has beautiful throws and can execute the plays. But when it comes to making something happen out of nothing, bro, no. He's not Caleb in that way. He's not. I mean, here's the problem. Rolling to your left with pressure coming to your right across your body, that basically is the new Jordan logo in Chicago right now, because this is the exact same thing, to Romo Dunze, where there are 3 Packers in coverage on 4th and 8.
Here's the thing. You could throw the ball, and I'm not talking about Caleb. I've been defending him since USC.
Here's the thing. I'm not. It may seem like I'm talking about Jordan Love. I'm just saying I don't see that X factor.
But here's the thing.
That's all I'm saying.
The factors. Here's the thing. You keep on saying X factor as it's one definitive thing. It's a subjective thing. Every quarterback has a different X factor. I mean, if you play,
the X factor is clutch. That's what I'm talking about. Okay,
if you say clutch, then that's clutch. Right, he's clutch. I'll give you. But in other things,
Jordan Love is not clutch.
Maybe. I don't know yet. But in other scenarios,
it's about to be his 7th year in the league. We should know by now if he's clutch.
And he's had a lot of clutch moments. He has a lot of clutch moments. What are we talking about? He's won games. Right. He has games where he's come back and he's the reason that they've won. He's had clutch.
He doesn't have 7 comeback wins.
No, because not many quarterbacks do in one year. Not many quarterbacks have to.
That's clutch.
But here's the thing. the reason that's getting
Not
me
many
mad.
quarterbacks have to. Exactly.
Yeah, but the reason I'm
because
getting
their
mad.
systems are good.
No, exactly. In this situation, we ignore all the plays that Caleb Williams does for 3 quarters, and yes, he does come back, and that's why he has so many comebacks, because he has one of the worst percentage pass ratings out of almost all the quarterbacks in the playoffs, and yet he has to come back because he's behind. Other quarterbacks aren't always behind.
Clutch. I'm gonna read this fourth quarter stuff here. So before this past Monday Night Football game, right?
Sure.
Caleb Williams among the 10 QBs in the wild card. 361 passing yards. That's first. 6 big time throws. First. 12.2% BTT rate. First.
So
19 first downs. First.
So do me a favor.
95%
for the playoffs,
sack
right?
avoidance on pressures.
For the playoffs?
First. 77.3 PFF grade. Second. And 89.6 deep ball grade. Third.
For the playoffs or the whole year?
No, this was the first week of playoffs.
Okay. So take the fourth quarter out, because I'll give you the clutch right now. Take the fourth quarter out. Tell me what his stats would have been. Because it factors a lot. Did you not see 3 like
my point though is that the X factor
when
I'm
it
referring
matters
to
though
is Caleb.
Here's the thing.
Is clutchness. I mean,
You're right. This was a team effort on losing. But against
it,
you know what? Maybe
it was a team effort on the
winning.
Bears' part.
Yeah, and I've already gave them their flowers for that. But and maybe you guys win the Super Bowl. You do. Maybe this is your year. I don't know. But against a more competent coach and another system, being down 18 points and a half might be that might be it for you guys. Yes, you guys always have a chance. Yes, you do. But you had a helping hand by Matt LaFleur. And I know you want to say that Jordan Love maybe he had some culpability.
I mean,
but Jordan Love gave you a perfect half and then you threw it away.
Yeah. So I'm going to go back to what you said a couple weeks ago about when the Bears had their comeback win, a couple weeks ago. And you said a lot of things had to go right for you to win that game.
That was true.
And so do you realize the Green Bay Packers had 4 fumbles in this game and they were all recovered by Green Bay?
Yeah.
Do you know how lucky that is?
Did you realize that false start that Caleb Williams had where the fumble goes like 20 yards down would have been the game? So luck was on both sides.
What? What are you talking about?
On one of his before he got that last touchdown, there was a few minutes left, right? 2 minutes something left. And before he got the touchdown, he had a false start. The ball like bounces like maybe 10 yards over his head, and that would have been game over because it was on fourth down or third down. And that would have been it. That would have been game over.
Okay, so you're referring to one fumble to the Packers 4.
There were multiple plays, but I'll give you the 4 fumbles, very lucky.
But my whole point is here's the thing is
Jackie,
I'm only bringing that up because of what you said. I didn't say that. I didn't say that a lot of things had to go right for you to even have a chance to win. And I'm not trying to say that
we
now.
were ahead.
But
a lot of things had to go wrong for us to lose. It wasn't for us to win.
But here's what again, yes, across the board.
I agreed with you on both those situations.
And games are not won and lost on one play. A lot of people think that. When it comes down to that final play, yes, absolutely,
Jackie,
it feels like that.
There were multiple things that happened that I've been critical on the Packers this whole season and in these 2 games. Like, I don't know what more you want from me. I'm more critical on my team than you will ever be.
I mean, it turned into me saying that I haven't seen the X factor, and when I say that, the clutchness, the ability to get your team where it needs to be in the sense of closing out games. And I understand, like you don't need to talk to me about terrible coaching and terrible play calling,
but I think
and
I do.
Missed kicks, because nothing is going to be worse than
But why don't we get in consideration? You've been through it.
I agree. And this is why it's like crazy for me, because
Caleb was in the same situation and last year couldn't be clutch because you had a shit coach. And this year,
I mean,
but we
he
saw,
was very clutch.
He wasn't clutch. He wasn't this clutch. We didn't talk about his X factor the same way we're talking about it this year.
He was very clutch. We lost a ton of one possession games because
Jackie, the first
either
year
it was the field goal was blocked, or he missed the field goal,
Jackie,
or our defense didn't, come up with a stop at the end of the game. But Caleb was absolutely very clutch last year.
The first year that Jordan Love was a starter, he had some interception problems. Sure, I'll give him that. But then he turned it on, and that's how the whole meme of Toyotathon started. And then he went as the number 7 seed and beat the number 2 seed in the playoffs. So I again, he's had clutch moments. I don't think that it's fair to compare Ben Johnson, who is a different type of coach and who's more aggressive and is going to allow his quarterback to make his mistakes and to live through them and to thrive if he has those moments, and Matt LaFleur, who for the last 7 years has been known to be one of the most conservative coaches when he has a lead. And if you want proof of that, the same happened when Aaron Rodgers had 2 MVP seasons. And we became conservative, like the NFC Championship game, where we were down by 7, and it was 4th down and goal. And instead of going for it with 2 minutes left, we kick it. Because Matt LaFleur is the most conservative in the league.
Okay, but again, Matt LaFleur is one phase in football.
Of course, but he's a huge
Your defense
phase.
gave up 15 points in the fourth, or gave up. Actually, it's more than that now that I think about it. In the fourth quarter alone, what was it? Oh, I don't want to guess here, but I know we were down 15 in the fourth, so
Probably 18.
Let's run some numbers here. So, I mean, where's the criticism on Jeff Hafley? Where's the criticism there to give up that many points in the fourth quarter?
The criticism is there that we shouldn't have the personnel that we have. I'll give you that. But that's a whole other conversation to be had. I think that you could do the best that you can with the personnel that you have. Matt LaFleur does have pieces where he should be able to score.
Oh my gosh. It was... We had 6 points at the end of the third.
Yeah, I just said 18 points.
No, that's more, isn't that? Oh, no, you're right. Wow. Yep. No, more than that.
No, it's more than that.
31 to end the game. More than that. So 20...
7. No, 6. No.
We suck at
20,
math.
27. No, I mean 25. 25.
No.
You got 31 points? 25 points.
22. 22.
What was your score? You had 6 to end the third,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah. So,
We gave
25,
up 25.
25. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
I'm going to put the math.
Yeah, please do.
I
suck at math.
no,
though. I really do.
I agree that he needs some criticism, but at the same time, we should never have been in a position where we were this ahead of you guys. His defense has so many injuries, and for him, I will give that benefit of the doubt, because you don't just lose Wyatt, you don't lose Micah Parsons, you don't lose what's it called, Nate. I mean, Nate Hobbs still kind of sucks, but you don't lose Nate Hobbs. You don't, like, the list just goes on, and think that you're gonna have the same defense. Like, if you look at before Micah Parsons went down and Wyatt went down, we were a top 5 defense. After they both went down, we were a bottom 5 defense, because all the injuries kept on piling up. The fact that he even got us in a position where the defense could give that much effort, I'll give it to him. But they got gassed because, like you said, the offense couldn't stay on the field, and they're not that talent level where I expect them to be able to have that energy through 4 quarters like that, especially when every 2 minutes they're getting on the field again.
All right, that's going to do it for our part 1 episode, or part 1 of this episode.
Yeah, part 1 of episode 42.
Yeah, there you go, because it was a long one and we split it in 2. So, see you in the next one.